Y'all remember that time this hoe tried to say I ain't been looking myself lately? I look like I'm turning into a reptile. Say I'm reptilian or some shit like that. Y'all can't believe she ain't gone in the head. One day she want the job, one day she don't. Fine, get a job and just stop just doing the shit you doing on the internet. This girl sat here and said that we gang stalking because we worried about what she do with her money because she getting lasagna. Fine, then don't never get on your feet then.
She doesn't want to.
And it's ain't nothing wrong with doing the shit every now and then, but you're supposed to be trying to get on your feet.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want responsibilities.
And she's sitting there saying the gang stalkers are trying to stop her from getting on her feet. And why can't she have this nice thing, that nice thing, this nice thing,
You
that
want
nice thing?
this nice thing and that nice thing, save your money. Save a little here, save a little there. If you can't do that, then, I mean, how else, how are you going to get somewhere, how are you
And
going to
this
get,
girl was saying in the past that the people in the family trying to prevent her from getting a boyfriend. But instead of being on the internet doing the fuck shit you doing, you could be taking this time to at least seek a boyfriend. Oh, I forgot. I'm trying to force you into this perverted lifestyle and think it's funny. Don't listen to me because everything I say is lies and brainwashing. What you saying?
I said if she, you know what I'm saying, trying to get yourself together. If you want to be able to have this nice thing and get up on your feet, what do you do to get on your feet? You got a job, you got to save a little here and there, and, getting like I don't know, just
Y'all
doing
remember when she was
these.
saying?
Go ahead.
Y'all remember when she was saying I'm gonna be back on the streets tomorrow and it'll be payday? People will be donating money to her. Go ahead.
Um, I don't know. I don't know what she wants to do because one minute she wants to get on her feet and the next it's something else. I should be able to treat myself. Okay, but this is not, you know, spend all your money on, you know, eating out or you're supposed to if you want to get on your feet, you're supposed to save. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with trying to get on your feet, nothing at all. You don't want to be homeless no more? Hey, you get off the street. Hey, that's a celebration there. Yes, things are expensive, but
And yes, I do want you to get on your feet, but not at the expense of slandering me. Period. And
that's
that's
it.
the whole thing.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That is it, and that's all.
And ain't nothing wrong with asking for help and donations on the internet, but not at the expense of slandering me. It's a whole difference.
And
And
right,
that's been my whole deal.
right, right now, families are really struggling. You understand what I'm saying? And nobody really has it like that.
And then, bro, prices is going up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Prices going up.
It just, you need to know what you're doing. That's all. You need to know what you're doing and how you're doing it. What's what's wrong with having your own place? and you know, you got your phone, okay, um, you know, you pay for your phone, you go, get a little food, and you make it homey, and you make it home, and they voila, if you're getting we know apartments are woo, and houses are expensive as hell. So,
Like I said, you. I don't know. Since I was a child, you deemed me. You put a perception in your head that I was evil and tried to do harmful things and mean things to me. But just as you old and you grown now, you just like, I don't want to take advice from the perps. So you literally admitted that I tried to give helpful advice to you. Literally.
and all we're trying to do is help you. You don't want help from us, but yet you get help from the people.
People that's talking about me like a dog.
Right.
And then the minute they say something in regards to, wait, why is that right there? How come? So if they ask you a question or something like that offends you, then all of a sudden you block them, they a perp.
My thing is just, accept the help that's being given to you. Accept the help that we're trying to help. Because look, I give you
And to
advice
answer
to
your
help
question
you.
on if I did such and such to Raven, if I did such and such and so and so, if I did such and such and so and so, because everybody kept trying to say, because that's your sister, that's your sister. Don't give up on her. That's your sister. That's number one. Number two, you have a mental illness, and not only that, you have issues like the mild retardation part is worse than everybody else in the family. You and Sean. So I tried to be more delicate with you. That's why I kept letting you back in my life. But it's to the point where I had to learn to cut you off because for my sanity. But the fucked up thing is it resulted in this punishment. And you dogging me out on the internet. And not only that, dogging me out about my children. And like I said, I did the best I could for my children. And your ass gonna sit there and say some she don't even have her kids. Fuck you. Cause now it's like, okay, I ain't even got a drip. Okay. Well, no, it's like, okay, all bets off. I'm gonna treat your ass like a normal motherfucking person. You wanna claim sit there and say you got a bachelor's degree, motherfucker? All bets are off. All that shit about you had a stroke when we were 5 and having some compassion for you and just trying to be a little gentle with you, all out the motherfucking window. That's why I've been just raw dogging your ass on here.
Because you came at
Because you came at me that way.
Exactly.
I can't sit there and spank you on the hand and say that's not nice.
Then when you was out there when it was raining and carrying on, you was like, "How you just gonna leave me? How you gonna do this to you?" Listen, look how you came at her. Look how you came at us. Like really.
And nobody left you. You left yourself. Because you sat here and you wrote a fake ass GoFundMe and that's where the scam at, I said. You sat there and wrote a fake ass Amazon book. You always want to be quick to call somebody fake. Bitch, I offered your ass to come live with me and I offered you money and a phone. Where's the proof? When Wyatt ass came in, I was putting money in his pocket and gave him a phone. And I let him come stay with me until he fucked up. And guess when he left? When he left. Why wouldn't I do the same for you? Ain't your last name Grand Prix, your ass family? But you lying on here telling people, oh, I only took him in because he light skinned. That's your delusional fuck ass thoughts. When you could try to paint this picture the way you want it. The shit, you taking a Beyonce picture and trying to make it look like Barney. Stop.
All she ever tried to do was help you and love you You understand? And you ruined it. And it's like, okay, what the hell? Why?
And you sitting there talking about some. If I did X, Y, and Z to Raven, why would I? Why you still talk to me then, bruh? I have it screen recorded how you treated me when you was down here the last time when I needed surgery, and I still offer for you to come live with me. I'm a forgiving person. I have a forgiving nature. You sat here on here and told people, and which is not their business. It's my story to tell if I'm going to tell how many times I took Dwayne back. Lord knows. China ass don't deserve to be back here. But I forgave her so many times. And y'all don't take advantage of that shit, but that's just who I am. I'm trying to prove a point. And I hate that about myself. But Candy take and run with that shit that I have a forgiving nature. And now she on the internet talking about some I owe her an apology. She stepped on her own dick when she said that, because she going to be waiting for that apology.
It's really the other way around, Candy. Like I said before.
And she know it. She's going to talk about some, damn good well. You know damn well. No, you know damn well.
You know damn well that you owe Brandy and everybody, even me, an apology.
And after you said that shit about Calvina and Raven, let me tell you something. Raven met my daughter well after Raven was born, months after Raven was born, and you know that shit.
The things you know,
and you sitting taking twisted because it's coincidental that they both have the same names. For y'all that don't know, and Raven Simone, we all, me, Candy, and I think my brother Sean and Dwayne. Raven Simone, I think I told this story, was doing a fucking movie by my house. And even I couldn't catch her, but I went and tried to tell her that I named my daughter after her. Me and Raven Simone about the same goddamn height, but she like about 5'4". But now I kind of regret it because Raven Simone was kind of stuck up and snobbish. She didn't even want to talk to us. I went to go grab my daughter, try to tell her, and she got her nose turned up, stuck up at me. I met other celebrities too. Met Mystical, met Jazzy Faye, CeeLo Green, all that shit. You tried it. Don't tell that fake ass lie talking about I had a crush on the girl so much I named my daughter after her. You gonna pay for these goddamn lies and then telling people, don't listen to my sister. Don't listen to nothing my twin sister say. But everybody gotta listen to you.
It ain't right.
And I met Raven, LT's daughter, Miss Pat's daughter, way after my daughter Raven was born. So you tried it.
I don't understand what your deal is.
You got some real fucked up motives about me. And you talking about some you hope that shit backfire on J Angel Raw Honey. Boy, you been saying J Ryan shit. I'm so mad I could be about to slip and say something. That's the shit you doing gonna backfire on you. That's why you want all your prayer warriors to pray for you. But I told you in the past I'm afraid for you because of the shit you doing. I told you I'm afraid for you. And it wasn't even about the shit about me. It was mainly that I was saying I was afraid for you because of you running behind people in them cars. Karma's a bitch. Y'all see I had learned some common sense and went and got a nightlight. Yeah, my bill gonna start being cheaper now.
I just, you You gotta have some common sense about this thing. In your brain, you don't think you owe nobody an apology, but you do.
She's.
And
I
you know
said it in
what?
that video when me and her was face to face. That little clip when I said, "You look like I was distraught in the face," and I was like, "She's never wrong. She's never wrong."
You keep talking about we owe you. You owe us. You do because the shit you done said and
I'm sitting here losing friends on Facebook and shit.
it ain't cool. And in her mind, she gonna be like, "How you don't owe me when you said this, that, and the third? Look at the shit you said about us and her and
The reason why I never told. Listen, I've been telling this shit about Cody since the beginning, since I first came on the scene. Run back to the beginning. But that's because she caught herself trying to drag me. But like I said, none of this shit was ever supposed to be on the internet. It's supposed to be family matters.
people.
And that shit you doing about Mark, it's so you the one being gang stalked. Why he did what he did to my face, but you put all over the internet about his status and he ain't did nothing to you, but you the one being gang stalked.
See
The
what I'm
whole
saying?
family gang been gang
See what
stalking
I'm
you for
saying?
years.
That's not for you to say. That is not. And you keep thinking that is. I have a right to say that. No, you don't. Who are you to tell me I can't say that? Who am I? You listen.
You said he was trying to brush teeth, use your toothbrush and all like that to give you AIDS and all like that. Okay, well, before I even found out, it was just fucked up. He didn't tell me, but we was brushing. I mean, not brushing. We was eating behind each other and fucking drinking behind each other and smoking cigarettes behind each other before I found out. But that was a lesson learned. You know, eat behind everybody. But I guess I learned also you can't catch it like that. But even worse, that fist fight we had, he, I forgot who bit who. But it was like blood, like being exchanged. And I still don't have any. He scratched me all in my face and shit like that. He had a whole sores on his lip and shit. You know what I'm saying? A whole fist fight went down. Well, because I told him what? He's a narcissist. And I was getting ready to leave his house. He told me to get out of his house. Fine. I mean, it's a long, drawn-out story, but initially, I showed somebody, and I probably told y'all about it before, but it was payday. And he lied the day before that, I think it was. He's like, I know you're glad it's payday. I said it's not payday. He kept trying to get me to come over there because he didn't think China was back. Me and China was broke up, and then we got back together. But he didn't know that. But I didn't know he felt that type of way about China or that she wasn't invited or anything. I was severely sick. I needed China to help me drive over there to him if he was talking about he needed me to come over there. He kept rushing me to come over there. I get over there. He kept calling me, come over there, come over there. I get over there. And he was some fuck shit in the conversation was happening on the way over there. An argument, I asked him, can I talk to him in private in his room? An argument ensued. And then I told him straight to his face, you're a narcissist. He said, get out my house. I'm getting ready to leave out the house. He took and twisted my arm. And I tried to jerk away. I noticed he wasn't letting go, so I started trying to fight him off. And then he grabbed my other arm. And so I twist loose. and then grabbed his nuts. And so then we tussling. And man, I'm telling y'all, I'm getting them. Cause like I said, you grab me, I got PTSD. The first thing I'm thinking, you about to hurt me. I'm swinging. I grabbed them nuts and yanked them bitches. And so we tussling. And so I don't remember exactly, but I just remember I was tagging that ass though. And then there was one of his neighbors that was over there was drunk and fell on me. Once he fell on me, somebody told me they think that was a setup though. And once he fell on me, I fell. Mark sat on me. He was sitting on a certain part of my stomach that took the wind out of me. And I couldn't breathe. And I kept steady saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And China kept saying, Mark, she can't breathe. Help. Come on, man, stop. China kept pleading with him. He act like he about to swing on her. He steady stinging me in my face. And he was hitting me till he got tired, but I could not breathe. I'm like, ain't that attempted murder? If I'm steady saying I cannot breathe, but they just put it as a simple assault. But he did go to jail. The family calling me talking about, you need to bail him out. I said, bitch, you want him out? You bail him out, ho. Fuck you gonna do?
Yep.
But I got pictures.
Yep. My thing is, when he opened up the door, he was shocked. He was like, shocked to see me. I was like,
but the whole family want China out the way. Because before China, I was a yes man to everybody. Candy lying, talking about some they using her out of money. It was me, y'all. It was me they was using out of money. Until China came in the picture and started saying no. And I stated that before. Story never changed.
that's right.
China was saying no. And so they like, oh, we got to get rid of this bitch. So they was like, China ain't family. China can't come here. China not welcome here. China, blah, blah, blah. And then they started with the China ain't doing nothing but using you anyway. China ain't doing nothing but using you. You heard Candy say that online. But China was defending me. Saying that, no, you can't, no, you're going to stop using her. You're going to stop treating her like that. The whole goddamn family like that, y'all. Period. Because after a while, China's like, no, y'all can't keep doing this. This is nonsense. Y'all can't keep treating her like this. Y'all know how China talk. I ain't lying.
Right.
Y'all know how China with that little squeaky voice. Y'all can't keep treating her like this. You know what I'm saying? So.
Why is it?
And he was determined he was going to get that money out of me that day. Because I had won some type of sweepstakes. And plus it was payday. He was trying to get all that money out of me. And I don't know why Candy and Mark keep trying to pit me to keep dealing with Ramona. I don't like that bitch. She is a bad omen. She's toxic. And like I said, she's the one that sent Candy to get Raven's umbilical cord after Ramona called me and asked me for Raven's umbilical. I said, my first child? And I can't even see if it's my second or third child. But damn, you can even ask for the second or third child. My firstborn child. You gonna ask me? I said, fuck no. Hell no. And I hung up in her face. You crazy? Talking about they want to do a ritual on her boyfriend to get him to stop drinking. Mama gonna do it. I said, you can fuck out my face with that shit. Click. And all of a sudden, who's the link? Who's the link between me and Raven's umbilical cord and Ramona? Candy. I said what I said.
Yep.
Why all of a sudden Candy was there that day and she could allow the fuck she want to. She came over there that day because the foster mama dared me to tell her anything. I kept telling her I don't want her around my child because of what happened in the hospital. But I'm lying. Right? I got to be lying. But then I had to rush Raven to the emergency room, Medicrest Hospital. I had to rush her to the hospital later on that evening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that had to deal with, I'm Raven mama. I'm the one that had to deal with Raven crying because of the gruesome details of blood clots in her diaper, man. I'm going to just put it lightly. I'm the one that had to deal with every time she pee, she cry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's heartbreaking. That's really heartbreaking because...
I'm like, what happened to her? I'm the first one discovered it. I'm like, what happened to her umbilical cord? What the fuck? And I'm sitting there looking at Ivan's umbilical cord just fall off. Some months later. Looking at Keithan's umbilical cord just fall off some months later. And here go Raven's umbilical cord fall off 5 days later. I mean, it didn't fall off, but it was gone. Like, just literally gone. Like, I don't even have a memory of it. I didn't have a memory of it to put it in her little book. You know how to have a little book with the footprints and the date of when she was born, how many pounds she was, ounces and all like that? No. And then where was Candy? We didn't even see Candy dip. Her ass dipped. And she want to get on here and tell everybody it wasn't true. And then tell y'all, she want to tell y'all my story changes.
This is like, what in the world?
This girl is never going to get it right. And that's why I say ain't no point in trying to chastise her, confront her, or none of this shit. Because she's never going to do right. It's not built in her to, it's not calculated, computerized in it, or nothing. And all this fucking shit about quoting scriptures. Candy ain't never been a biblical person. She's never been a scripture person. That's why I say all that shit about the Bible. Excuse the way I put it. But it is, in a sense, with her, it's blasphemy. That's why she sit there and tell y'all, well, I know I'm going to hell because of certain things I did. Y'all remember that video? And I said, well, what'd you do? You want to tell these fine folks what you did? What'd you do the way you know you're going to hell? Y'all keep letting her lie to you if you want to.
It's so sad. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not hard to do right. It's not.
And see, I ain't turned no light off to save no phone data. I literally got a night light to save on my electricity. Because the last 3-4 months, I've been getting $250 light bills.
It's not hard to do right, man. What is it in your brain that tells you that, nah,
China,
huh?
You cannot reason with a narcissist. You cannot. Here you go.
It's just sad. It really is. it's like, okay, well, why? Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna beg you and whatnot because I know you ain't trying to hear me. You understand what I'm saying? But my thing is, why you know, why you not just, why won't you just, I can't even, you know, because it's like I said, you're not gonna listen to me. You're not. You don't like me. You don't like me at all. So why am I bothering to give advice? Why? I guess because I just want you to do right, but it ain't gonna help and it ain't gonna work. You understand what I'm saying? I don't get it. You'll be 50 years old still with the same nonsense. 90 years old with the same nonsense. Is that how, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna do? Keep this going until you know what I'm saying? You're old and gray? I don't get that, man. I don't. I don't get that. That's not possible. I'm just really like aggravated because this has got to stop, but I know it won't because you're in your mind gonna keep this crap going. And you calling a truce? Stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop saying that if you ain't serious. If you ain't gonna be serious about it and be, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you ain't. The heck you keep saying that for? Why do you keep saying that? For what? You're not gonna do it. You keep telling people to mind their business about what goes on between, but you should be the one to mind your business. It is not your place to tell, uh, you know, about you know what I'm saying, their business, their business. You're not. That's not for you to do. That's for them to do. And one day somebody's gonna tell you that.
But you don't even learn how to respect boundaries.
You don't have, and that's the sad part. Yes, you crossing all boundaries, just crossing. Fuck it, cross it, and that ain't cool. Stop crossing people's boundaries, cause guess what? That's a no. That's a no. You gonna do that to the wrong one, and that ain't gonna be. That's not gonna be right. You don't want nobody crossing yours, so don't cross theirs.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to help you.
Right. You have boundaries, and somebody else has. Don't cross that shit. Stay on your side.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to help you. Number one, you're gonna be to cross the boundaries of the people that would be able to help you, and number two, you too far. Too far away.
My thing is, when they got back, stay in your lane. Stay on your side. If they say don't cross this, do not cross that fucking line. But I already know, like I said, you ain't gonna listen to me. You not. And you ain't listening to, your sister. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna listen to Anybody that
She
ain't.
gonna listen to the ones that's telling her to run out in the street and She gonna make the mistake and run out trying to chase somebody and they gonna hit her with a car by accident. It's gonna be her. It's gonna be like an accident type, and I'm not making no premonition or something, but it's a theoretically type deal if she don't stop. Anything could happen because she's run out there so focused. What you call it? Her mind so focused on one thing, so focused on beam. Eyes are like beams, running after the target, running after, and then boom, hit by a car or some dumb shit. But then she like, y'all pray for me, pray for me. No, you pray for your damn self. Because everybody trying to tell you how to not let these things happen.
But we're the one,
These fools telling you keep going out here doing the dumb shit.
And why would they tell you?
Purpose.
Why would they tell you something wrong when we're trying to...
They want to laugh. They want to see the entertainment.
That's all you are to them. And that's sad, bruh. That's all you are to them is entertainment. They just keep telling you, keep doing this. Don't listen to them. Da 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 da. And you're like, yeah, right, thank you, okay.
And that'll sadly be her karma.
But you ain't gonna listen to me. So I'm not even gonna try to tell you no more. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not, cause you don't like me, and I already know it. But let somebody that's not related to you, who who is like, yeah, I'm on your side, and yada da da da. You'll be like, yeah, okay, thank you.
And she'll block them too.
I don't understand this, but
because this is all an agenda with her. It's a method to her madness too. Just like with her trying to cash in with getting hit by a car.
I really wish this was... Like I said, you're gonna say I don't have the right or the authority. I don't know where you're getting this crap from, because guess what? I'm just trying to...
That's trying to help you from get something
We're
happening
trying
to you.
Exactly.
Don't have a right and authority to speak. All right, fine.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna be like, well, why didn't you say something? We tried to tell you, and you'd rather listen to other people who are just out here for
strangers on the internet, like you say.
Right. Those are the strangers.
You don't even understand. Some of your own subscribers don't even have your best interest at heart, your well-being at heart. But you on the internet attacking me. Like I said, me and you could have been a team. We could have been tight.
Yeah.
But you fucked that up.
And that's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you would rather listen to the ones that are telling you, oh, yeah, go ahead, just keep filming and keep doing.
And what happened to you shitting on yourself? They don't do that no more, do they? You was hardcore pressed to show people on the internet your shit in the toilet looked like a whole solid bowel movement. And then people was commenting on it. You say anybody that got a problem with what you did in your last video, they could eat it.
True story.
Pissed me the fuck off seeing that. When you said it forced diarrhea you. Ain't even no more talk about that.
Nope.
Ain't even no more talk about your Tourette's no more.
Right.
But your Tourette's would cause you to brush your ass across my husband's dick and then say it was your Tourette's, which would cause me to bop you in the head with a newspaper. My psychiatrist bust out laughing when I told her that story. And I thought years ago, I thought sometime, I was like, wait a minute, he didn't even budge. He should have been like, girl, what the fuck wrong with you? Girl, move. You didn't even move. I should have known then something was a little twisted going on there. And that maybe all that arguing y'all was doing was pretending.
Right.
You want to call somebody fake, you a fake ass sister.
Me being an only child, I didn't know.
All that just blurting out cussing at people. You only cuss at people that you used to be mad at. So, oh, it was my medication. No, it's because you wasn't on it. You wasn't taking it.
And why in the heck would you just be blaming this and that?
And how come I was the only one you was cussing out? But be blaming it on your Tourette's. Just for an excuse for me to not beat your ass. So because of you saying you had Tourette's, you cussed me out, called me all these fucked up names, I ain't hit you. I'm like, oh, okay, it's her Tourette's. All right. And you ain't gonna tell people how abusive you was.
Right.
How that time when me and Tonya wasn't even an item or nothing. Me and Dwayne was together. And we sitting there in the car. You tried to destroy my marriage then. And I believe I told this story before, y'all. How I'm sitting there. We helping her move. Oh, helped her get a bed in her apartment, y'all. Me and Dwayne helped her rent a truck and helped her get a bed in her apartment. And was helping her move in her apartment, y'all.
Well.
And we're on the way back to my house. And she kicked up some argument about some stupid shit. And she bust off and called me a dyke. Like I said, my mindset was I was going to spend the rest of my life with Dwayne, leaving that in the past. She bust off and called me a dyke and saying I still mess with women and all that shit. Matter of fact, I don't even think Toya was in the car, was she? I remember Dwayne was. Was Toya in the car? Somebody else was in the car. But I remember Candy was in the back seat on the passenger side. And I was driving. And somebody was on the passenger side. I think Dwayne was on the passenger side. And she started hitting me and shit while I'm driving. Man, like I said, I must have hit like 55, 60 in the 35. It was close to the General de Gaulle area in New Orleans. Out there in where she said New Orleans Towers. I skated the fuck back to over there on Monroe Street where I was. I got out the car and beat the fuck out of her ass. She didn't even see it coming. Wailed on her ass. Wailed on her for doing that. Wailed on her for trying to kill Raven. Wailed on her for taking Raven in the room. Wailed on her for taking the umbilical cord. Wailed on her for... When I tell y'all, I beat the fuck out of that girl. I had been holding in so much. Like I told y'all earlier. I'm a type... did that video on the upload. I'm a type of person I hold in anger. And then I hold in so much and then I explode.
Yeah.
At that point, I couldn't take it no more. And I fucking let loose on that ass. She hit me first. How you gonna hit somebody while they driving with their child in the car? Child endangerment much?
Jeez, man. That's why I said you can't cross boundaries. You gotta know when, you know what I'm saying, how to do and what to do. And
you can't say I made this up because I told this further down in my videos and way when I first started making videos. So you can't say I made this up. Clown.
I'm not understanding why you just, you don't know the right.
And all this shit is my life based around Kandi. Y'all, would you believe it's much more to my life?
Yes.
That I've been through? It's so much more to my life. This just shit based around Kandi. That I've been through, man. Like the dude Dwayne Hughes that raped me right before I went to the military. That month, oh my God. I don't even want to talk about that dude. Oh my God. Whew. I remember when my husband Dwayne seen him, caught his ass, and went to chase him. And that pussy ass nigga ran off. And my brother Mark gonna tell him get back in the car. Dwayne was about to come to my defense. And y'all, it was so scary what that dude Dwayne Hughes did to me, y'all. I was 17, about to go to the military. And when I real life got tricked. That was a story I probably have not told. Oh, okay, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, because we don't want you.
To this day, I hate that dude. I'm talking about I was like 17, that nigga was like China's age. And you talking about you got a big old Kong, big old wee wee, and just pin somebody down, pin their legs and shoulders down, and just ram it into them. I was bleeding to hell. In the dark, like, it was, man, that situation was so scary. I remember that shit like yesterday. Oh my God.
Just breathe. It's gonna be alright.
I seen that nigga like about 3 times afterwards, trying to beat his ass. And he ran off like a coward every time. Seen that bitch in the mall, try to beat his ass. Motherfucker, we evacuated from Hurricane Katrina and went up there to Shreveport. And I seen this nigga in Shreveport. I'm like, motherfucker. And I tried to fucking beat his ass. Motherfuckers was having to hold me back. I get triggered every time I see that motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, baby. Whew, I got chills.
Oh my God. Because I was 17, trying to run away from my foster mama beating on me, trying to run away from Kandi beating on me. And he had me thinking that he had a wife and kids at home. And this guy was coming to my job every time, buying pizza all the time. I was an idiot. I was just wanted to escape my situation, y'all. I was an idiot. Why go fucking follow a man to his house? He was just saying he gonna help me get out my situation, at least for the night. He said he had a wife and kids at home. He get there, he like, oh, I guess they're not home yet. He was saying we all was gonna go to the movies. See Dr. Dolittle too. I remember the shit like yesterday. That's why shit like with Xbox. That's probably why I don't play Xbox no more. Cause when I was on the military base and the dude had raped me, he tricked me about an Xbox. He brought the Xbox over to me and shit. Oh my God. And yeah, I told the dude I had to go pee. I go pee. I come back because I'll never forget it. He had a Bible open. Sound familiar? Sound like Kandi, don't it? It was Luke. It was Luke. I used to remember the scripture. It was the Bible in the book of Luke open. And I had to go to the bathroom. And when I came back, all the lights was off. I was looking for him like, where you at? What happened? And boom, he behind me like in the movies, like behind me. And I felt something hard. And I tried to break camp and fucking run. And he got real strong and fucking threw my ass on the bed. Fucking pinned my ass down, pinned my shoulders down, pulled my pants down, and just fucking just rammed it in me. And just was going ham. And I was screaming to the gods, y'all. I was screaming. And nobody heard me. After I fucking break and ran, made it home, there was a mirror, a long mirror in the girl's bathroom. I bent over and looked. My hymen was officially broke. I called Dwayne. He wasn't my husband then. He said, how you gonna tell me some shit like this on my birthday? I went to go visit his ass for some comfort. He called his ass trying to finish the job. I'm like, Dwayne, get your ass off of me. And it stung. It's burned, man. It burned.
I'm sorry, honey.
So he said, all right, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to make it feel better. He wasn't lick. I'm like, Dwayne, I'm just going to go home. So one day I still married that sick bastard. I'm talking about two different Dwaynes. Dwayne, as my husband, has raped me. Y'all don't know that. When I was pregnant with McKeithen, he raped me. So now you're going to say somebody raped you. Ain't nobody going to believe you. He called himself pressing all his weight down and pumping real hard, real fast. I'm punching on him like, stop, what is you doing? He talking about, I'm trying to make the baby come faster. Then I go out in the garage. And I'm like, trying to have a moment to process, did my husband just try to rape me? And he called himself trying to pull my pants down and put it in my ass. Then he busts off and said, oh, you let them other niggas rape you in your ass, but I can't rape in your ass. I said, why would you do something? Why would you want to rape me in my ass? Why would you want to? He said, if you love me, you'll let me do it. I said, you're sick. He said, I'm sick for you. Like, bruh, Candy can get on here and try to sit here like she been targeted and been through a whole lot of shit. I've been through worse than her. I've been through worse than she has. And that is pure evil. For her to sit here and tell y'all don't listen to nothing I gotta say.
Right.
But motherfucker, I got a testimony.
Yes, indeed.
I have a testimony. Just because she told y'all that I ain't been through shit, that don't mean I ain't been through shit, bro. I've been through more than just not getting enough macaroni on my plate. Or not getting enough grits in my bowl. I'm sorry. Like I said, I had real life had guns put in my face, bruh. I've been fucking sexually assaulted by the cops. I've been brutalized by the cops. I've been had guns put in my face by the cops. And what I mean by sexually assaulted by the cops, I've been groped by the cops after I'm steady telling them I'm a female and it was a whole male cop. Just because we needed our truck. My truck had broke down in front of a certain bar up the street from my foster mama house. And we just simply went in there to ask these folks, did they have pliers? And they said we look suspicious. Man, you ain't finna sit here and tell me I ain't been through shit, bro.
Right. It's just heartbreaking.
I already told y'all, between my youngest brother and the police, me being brutal, police brutality with the police, slinging me down on this little lever that was in my closet, and my brother hit me in the stomach. And somebody called the police because I was trying to protect him. Because he said his girlfriend was taking out his money. Then he turned bipolar and all of a sudden started defending his girlfriend when all it was I was trying to look out for him. See, this family crazy. And I sat here and held a whole miscarriage. My husband had gave me fucking STDs. Thankfully, I got cured of them throughout the years. Because his nasty ass was going back and forth cheating on me.
This is stuff. Oh, man.
Gave me STDs while I was pregnant with Raven. Twice.
Oh, gosh.
And then when I was pregnant with another child, I believe the one that I just told you I miscarried with, gave me another STD. He going lying to his parents telling them I was the one cheating on him. Fuck out of here, bruh. Then he got the nerve to fucking beat me in the head with a wrench because he went on the job telling people our daughter was dead. I was pregnant then. But Candy says that shit so casually with no emotion.
Right.
I was pregnant with Ivan, but what happened to those poor children? Ivan did a football tackle in my stomach, y'all. Dwayne did a football tackle in my stomach. And bit me in my chest, but football tackle in my stomach. That beating in my head could have killed me, and potentially Ivan could have not made it either. And guess what, y'all? They was already telling me before then that I was high risk. Me and Ivan was a high risk baby, or I was high risk pregnancy. Where's the love for Ivan? While Candy sitting there casually saying, just nonchalant, but Dwayne hit her in the head with a wrench when she was pregnant, and she still took it back. Where's the love for Ivan then? She's the targeted one. And what I'm telling y'all is lightweight. Fuck out of here, man.
Like, this shit just...
And I ain't saying it I ain't telling y'all this out of a Me Too situation. Everybody know my dumb ass just be venting. Shit, I'm always talking about what I go through and stuff. Usually not on YouTube. But since we're here, the only difference is my situation is not fictional. And I'm just telling y'all this. Put yourself in the position, put yourself in a situation where some of these situations, there was a lot of fear in my mind. The fear that I went through with some of these situations. Or the fear I go through every night where I can't sleep. I live in constant fear.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes I gotta wake China up. China can't get rest because I gotta wake her up and tell her, hey man, I'm scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I ain't mean to go an hour down. Okay.
Look, hard, boy. I tell you, it's hard because Candy, I don't see how you don't have a heart. I can't understand that. It's sad that you don't have a heart for your own sister, and you keep saying your own sister. So have a heart.
Man, she used that shit to pull at people's heartstrings, man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all right now. Why I'm not crying? Because I'm used to talking about it. Period. I'm used to talking about it. I've become numb. I'm not obligated to fucking cry every damn time I talk about it. Fuck you. For the ones that got something smart to say. This ain't for your ears to hear anyway. But let me go ahead and go.